And let me just emphasize just how big of a tournament it is. So the winner today will get 180 euros. However, we've got standings at the moment where there's a lot of room for changing to who goes into that final eight to go for the big 1,300 euro tournament. And I'll do a quick intro just to get us into this. Casting. Hello there and welcome to DevM's USF. He just won the first game against Jove, his competitor. Jove, the guy that's won 3 ESL weekly tournaments in a row, is now Wehrmacht and 1 down in a big quarter-final. I'm Matt Ray and I'm here with Stormus today. Hi Stormus.
Hello, and super psyched for game 2 at the moment, and we could be seeing the reigning champ getting taken down in the quarterfinals, which would be very, very interesting. And DevM playing in that last game, beating the Brits, advanced in placement regiment. No one thought he was going to be able to do it at first, and amazing game, amazing play. So, who are you rooting for?
Me personally, big DevM fanboy, I must admit, but Jove in this case because I want to see it go all 3 yards. To be honest, I like the idea of an ace game. I like the story it tells when one player is in the ascendancy, then gets knocked back, and then it comes to a big standoff. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how Jove comes back after getting his new emplacement strategy knocked down a peg in a big way against sterling competition from DevM.
You know, the nice thing about both of these players is that they've both got quite a nice ESL story running behind them at the moment, and obviously Jove, who kind of kept his head down out of the competitive scene for a while, despite being #1 in all 5 factions on the leaderboards. His burst into this game brought a load of new life and strategies into it, which is really, really nice. And of course, DevM, who's been a little bit slower to get back in, he's had a lot of hurt on his way to getting back into this game competitively, and we're seeing, this great improvement over time from DevM, getting back into things. Could today be his lucky day to return to the throne?
He's got one last chance to get into the monthly final, Dan. He's been knocked out in some early rounds. He's overslept the first week of this month of play, and he wants in on this. He wants in on Company Heroes 2 competitive again. He's done it about 3 or 4 times in the 3-year lifespan of this game. He comes in, he practices damn hard, takes it very seriously, and is a prize fighter. He wants to win. He's got a lot of pride. He, he thinks highly of himself, and he has every right to do that. And he's a very aggressive player. And here we go. Here's his USF, Dan. His USF is one of the most aggressive factions played by one of the most aggressive players you will ever see.
Oh yeah, I'm fully aware. I've come up against it myself. Yeah, he's an aggressive player, just full stop, really. And it's nice, it's kind of unexpected for a lot of people. They don't expect to see Rifleman on their front doorstep 2 minutes into the game. But DevM's the kind of person that can do that and micro that correctly. He makes a lot of good early game decisions as well. And also he's just incredibly risky. He takes a lot of risks with his units, but they always seem to pay off. He always makes good calculations on those.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't all. I've seen it not pay off so much sometimes. He's gone crashing out of big tournament games, but when it works, you seem to remember when it works a hell of a lot more. It's one of those, the big gamblers or the big stock market brokers. You only ever remember them by their successes. I mean, nobody cares about, their failures because nobody wants to hear about it. Everybody likes success stories. So when DevM does these big plays and they come off, he looks like a genius, quite frankly. But when they don't come off, he looks like a dumbass. So it's a fine line, of when you've got a high risk strategy or a high risk playstyle like DevM has.
Well, talking about this game in specifically, one of the pointers from the last game with Jove, he lost basically a number of his emplacements to a rush by a tiger and a panther, and it really was preventable, I think, in my opinion. I was really surprised that Jove didn't lay any mines. He was stacking about 250 plus munitions. There were no mines used throughout the entirety of that game, and mining, either side of the Bofors even would have caused absolute chaos for that Tiger. But it just didn't happen, all this reliance going on onto the emplacements themselves. So we saw a bit of a missed opportunity to win that game, I think. And now, maybe hope to see that returned, get some telemines down as well, just to stop DevM, because we know what he's like with his tanks. He's an aggressive player.
100 manpower already expended by this sniper. It's on its 5th kill very shortly. So Jove's giving DevM a little taste of his own medicine, but DevM's feeling aggressive. He's got the M20 coming out very shortly. Here it comes right now. He's going to push up against this MG42. That's going to have a difficult retreat path past 3 infantry sections that all are quite suppressed, but the M20's doing a hell of a lot of damage. Got Fausted. Lieutenant getting pushed away. Looks like the MG42's going to escape. The rear echelon's taking the cut off.
Yeah. Echelons may actually focus fire on the MG, but they didn't. Missed opportunity there, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Could have really got rid of that MG. The M20 had a nice...
DevM has, Jove has no territories on the map at the moment.
He doesn't even have the ones inside his base because he didn't cap them.
There's not even a strategic point to his name at this point. Again, just such aggression. This could all change though when the scout car comes out. You know, Joe's going up to tier 2 at the moment. The scout car, he will be able to afford it, and it's a very, very good unit at the moment. It should be able to deal with the M20, unless of course he switches the bazooka squad and the vehicle crew for the echelons. He may get some luck dealing with it that way.
Yeah, the 222's had a massive health increase recently. It's really is quite imposing. It's now got 320 health points, which is up from 260. So yeah, it's a fearsome unit, and the M20 isn't enough to deal with it anymore. Even if you pop the bazooka, it's probably gonna get pushed away by the scout car.
Well, I hope we get to see it. I think it is available for selection right now. There we go, it is in the build order.
Okay, so it's, sorry, 240 to 320. I've just been corrected by Twitch chat. It was them I asked the stat off though.
Never trust anybody.
DTA. Oh yeah, as Stone Cold Steve Austin was famously said.
There's still no commander picks as well, and I like this one as well. We normally see, at least I personally feel when DevM plays, he likes to go in with a kind of preset strategy, depending on what the map it is. It's usually him that picks the commander first, I would normally say. Especially on a map like this, where he's probably going to be very comfortable playing USF. So yeah, we'll see what one he comes in with. I'm just having a look as well. Obviously he's got Tactical Support Company. The Calliope's taken a bit of a nerf, so he may not have the same success with that as he normally would playing against Austria on this map. Kind of leaves him with Armor Company with the Bulldozer, Shermans and the Pershing.
He's got a lot of tools at his disposal, it must be said, and it took DevM a while to get these new commanders. So now he's got them, he's invested in them, and yeah, he's got a lot more tools at his disposal as USF.
I think he's going to want to go for, you know, one of the first two, either the Heavy Cavalry or the Armor Company, and that's probably just based on what Jove does in the next couple of minutes, because he may be looking at, you know, he's invested in 2 units from tier 1 at the moment. He's got the AA half-track coming out at the moment. You know, then there's going to be a lot of fuel spent.
Look at this big push from the Lieutenant and the Scout car. They unroute the Grenadier. You've got the Sniper in a difficult position. Here comes the M20 to add insult to injury with the Lieutenant. Finds the Sniper out of position. The M20 picks it up. The Scout car's going to fire on the rear armor. Is he going to pop the crew? There he goes. He pops the crew. Got no veterancy on the rifleman, so no anti-tank rifle grenade comes in. But will it be enough from the bazooka? One more shot required. Will he find it? Regardless, then he's going to keep the M20 in the action and still alive. So there you go. Second Sniper out for Jove. Going to start firing very shortly.
This is a big mistake though, of course. He probably should have gone for an AT gun, because he's going to be very, very hard countered with that scout car now by the AA. So DevM, of course, clocking the fact that the AA half-track is still very, very potent against the scout car.
Oh my god, it's going to be brutal. Look, he's going in for it. He's found the Sniper with the AA half-track. A little bit of lag there. For a moment he surrendered, but he may as well if the Sniper goes down. No, he's going to keep it. He's going to stay in the game just about down. No pack building quite yet. He needs 320 manpower. He's 100 away, and it must feel like a long, hard slog to get that pack out. But of course, you've got build time.
Mistake going for the Sniper. I'm still not 100% sure on why. That was,
he's trying to go around the AA half-track. He's found the frontal arm. He's trying to reverse to show that rear quad mount. Will he get the shots in? No, great micro from Jove. It's veterancy 2 months. Taken out by the ball? Was that
I think the AA had enough swing then.
Oh no, okay, yeah, sure. It was the AA with the kill, indeed, yeah. The Lieutenant certainly helped out, though. Oh! He didn't even surrender. He rage quit hard style. 9 minutes 24. DevM rampaging into the semi-finals. Holy crap, Arena. That's unreal.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I actually, it's a shame that that didn't turn off because he did the right thing. Obviously, trying to get the scout car around the front
Yeah.
of the vehicle so that it couldn't return fire onto him. But Devon was just really quick with the swing. He did the right thing by, turning the direction of it, and of course the lieutenant there providing a little bit as well. It's a shame, really. Yeah, that sniper really just sealed the game. I don't understand why the sniper came
The
out.
second sniper was not necessary. It was a reaction build, and if he'd
It
known
looked
that...
like it was building before. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Before we lost the
possibly. It did
first
come on
one.
really quick, that's true.
Yeah, so it may not be an actual like teching error. It may just be that he
Well,
forgot to
it's still
cancel
it's
it.
still a teching error. I mean, it's obviously
Yeah.
an additional error not to cancel it, I guess. But DevM, let's face it, he just stomped Jove. Jove was in that game, not the first game. The first game was a very good game, and I advise anybody that thinks the emplacement doctrine is going to be overpowered to go and check that game out, because if you play well, you can counter it. Okay, but in that second game, that was a stomp. DevM won in 9 minutes with his USF, arguably one of the most potent combinations of player and faction we've ever seen in Company Heroes 2. That's how he won OCF, if you remember, and then he released a guide on USF after. So yeah, he's looking potent today, Dan. Could he be making his way into the monthly finals at the last possible moment? If he wins...
He really really needs to, because obviously Helping Hands has put him out at put him out in the first round
Yep.
and in the third round, possibly quarterfinals previously.
Sure.
So Devon has not had an easy run this month, and of course that's the big prize. The monthly is the goal for everybody.
It is. 1,300 euros is massive.
Precisely, and anything that they gain along the way is a benefit. But this is where the big prize is, and Devem's bringing his A game today. I think he wants to get there.
Yeah, I mean, just to quickly, I've got a few things to very quickly say. So 180 euros times 3 is 540. Hang on, euros to rubles. Is God. So Jove has won 45,000 rubles. That sounds like a hell of a lot, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Price of a pint of beer in Russia. Cost of living. Oh, hang on, I just had it up. Sorry. I just really want to show you this. So 1 pint of beer in Russia is $1.